trees have been cut down due to deforestation. Deforestation can be such a threatening issue for both organisms living in the environment as well as the biome. It is because it cuts down trees which provide homes and nutrition to the land. The methods used for deforestation can also cause damage to the land themselves, such as burning down trees, which would cause excess CO2 to be deposited in the air, as well as cutting down trees, which are destroying homes of multiple types of animals. If the tree is burned down, then there will also be less nutrients left in the soil after where the tree has once been, and also nutrients in the area surrounding the trees. Trees are, however, important in the temperate forest biomes. Temperate forests can be found in the eastern North America, Northeast Asia, and western and central Europe. Currently, I'm in Van Cortlandt Park of the eastern North. The climate of temperate forest is negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit in the winter to 80 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer, while the rain is usually 75 to 150 centimeters a year. There are very few types of plants within a temperate forest biome, but there are mostly only trees. Some trees could consist of being either oak, hickory, hemlock, elm, or maple. There are also barely any types of animals in the biome itself, such as basically consisting of mostly only squirrels, rabbits, skunks, birds, deer, foxes, wolves, and occasionally bears. However, there are usually fewer types of animals in the forest biome due to some ecological concerns such as hunting or deforestation. Also, there are barely any temperate forest biomes in the world, considering most are cut down and becoming smaller. While there are only a few temperate forests, they contain usually healthy soil. It would be good to host a season of Survivor here because temperate forests contain barely any food, but usually only enough food for organisms to survive it themselves, as it's not in abundance. Deforestation itself can also cause possibly it to be harder to survive. With a lack of food-bearing trees and barely any other types of plants that are edible, people would be relying mostly only on some fruit-bearing trees. Certain things would also provide difficulty in surviving, such as a few types of animals such as wolves or bears, or some types of some squirrels stealing some things such as nuts, or occasionally the predators of the area, such as the wolves and bears, and occasionally foxes. I think if a season of Survivor would be hosted here, then it would be pretty eventful, considering there will be a lot of competition for food. And while there are some foods that are in abundance, during the wintertime there will be pretty much none to little food. While there's not always an abundance of food, there's often usually enough branches lying around to make shelter. And since the soil is pretty good, then food can be grown or cultivated here, considering that this area usually gets enough rainwater. Most often in temperate forests, there are often things such as lakes or ponds, which can provide water them out. However, though, there are also a lack of predator-type animals, and occasionally there's decreases in the amount of deer population. This is because there's usually hunting in the area, in temperate forests, where deer and elk are usually. Because of a decrease in the population of prey, there will also be a decrease in the population of its predators. And the predators of deer would usually be either wolves or sometimes bobcats or bears. A season here could also provide stimulation to the audience with random encounters of animals, possibly predators within the area, or competitions between different organisms for food.